guys, welcome. We're going to do a water flow today that is about manifesting our desires using our fluid movement and working through the hips. Make sure to have some water nearby so you can ingest water and include it in this manifestation, or even a bowl of water near your mat. We're going to start off in a wide-legged child's pose. So bring your knees nice and wide apart, sit back onto your heels, and reach your hands forward to the top of your mat with your chest and your forehead sinking into the earth. Taking a moment here to settle in and envision a warm, glowing orange light in your pelvic bowl. This is where we have the potential to work on our desires, our passions, where they reside and where they move from. So we want to release any tension and built up emotions in this area so that we can feel open to receiving that which we desire and in alignment with it. So take a moment to focus on your desire and envision that warm, glowing light wrapping around it. Notice if you have any resistance around this. Seeing if you can let it go. Starting to walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. Walking over as far as you can until you feel that deep opening in the left rib cage. Nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. And walking back through center and over to the left this time. Reaching those hands out to keep that opening in the right rib cage. Beautiful. Allowing yourself to open up to release. Coming back to center. Come up onto all fours. Take a few cat-cows, so dip the belly, look forward. Tuck the pelvis towards your head, arch the spine, and just kind of mosey back and forth at your own pace, bringing flow and movement into the practice, moving with your breath. Really beautiful. Keep going and come back to center. Take your right leg out to the right side of the mat and then sweep it all the way over to the left side of the mat and sweep it up and across. So when you sweep it up, it's going to go over to the right and then go back down at the left, and then keep going. Nice hip strengthener here. You can have a slight bend in the elbows. Really go with your breath. Exhale on the lift, inhale on the lower. Press into the palms of the hands and into the knuckles to help take some of that tension off of the wrists. Good. Don't go too fast. You want to have power and presence here. Look down at the floor to keep your neck kind of relaxed. Almost there. And take one little moment to stretch out that booty. Take your left foot out to the side. Sweep it around over to the right and sweep it up and over and down. Up and over and down. Keep going at your own pace. Slight bend in the elbows. Pressing firmly into the hands to engage the shoulders. And sweeping that leg as high as it can go and across. You've got this. And release back to center. Good job. Pressing yourself up into your first downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Really be dramatic about your movements here, finding some flow, really moving and getting into the body, finding what's comfortable, finding that middle ground for yourself. And when it feels right, coming to stillness. Can hop to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands and step or jump back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat. Hop, step, or jump up. Sweep the arms down, around, and up. Fold forward over the legs. Inhale to a flat back. Jump back to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do that again. Flow through your vinyasa. Jump to the top of the mat. All the way up. Reach those hands high to the sky. Nice bend in the back. Fold forward over the legs. Maybe take a little swaying motion here. Bring some fluid movement in. Half lift. Step or jump back. Lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Step or jump up. Sweep those arms down, around, and up. Inhale, reach. Bring your hands to prayer. Taking time to revisit that desire. What is it that you want? What is burning within you? Visualize. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Step your left foot back, untuck the toe, and inhale the arms down, around, and up for low lunge. Nice deep bend in the right knee. Take your arms out to either side with a bend at the elbows. Open the chest. And you're going to exhale, sweep the hands forward. Inhale, lift the chest and bring your shoulder blades together. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Take that fluid movement with your own breath, back and forth like a dance. Inviting flow, inviting movement into your practice. Scissoring the legs together, keeping a nice tension in your pelvic floor. Really beautiful. This time, plant your hands on either side of that foot and allow yourself to sink forward into that hip. If the floor is too far away, you can take your hands to the top of your knee. Now straighten the right leg and flex the foot, and then sink forward into that knee. So back and forth. We want to straighten the leg, flex the foot, and then bend the knee nice and deep, sinking forward. Keep going with the breath. Inhale as you sink forward. Exhale as you go back and straighten the leg. A few more times. Inviting a lot of movement into this practice. Fold over the legs, sink forward. Fold over the legs and sink forward. Keep going. Moving with the breath. Now, as you fold over the leg and that leg is straight, place your left hand on the inside of the right foot, opening your right hand up to the sky for a twist. Beautiful. Sinking forward and reaching your right hand back to grab the left foot. Chest opens and your hips dip deep towards the earth. Release that foot, plant the hands, and step back into your downward facing dog. Lift that right leg high to the sky. Sweep that right knee into the right elbow, and then shift back into that three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, and lift, and sweep, and lift, and sweep. Really good. Keep going. You want to inhale as that leg extends up behind you. Exhale as that knee crunches into that elbow. Nice fluid motion with the breath. Make sure you're really crunching that knee into that elbow. And beautiful. Keep going. You've got this. You're stronger than you realize. You have the capabilities to manifest all of your desires. You just have to have the will to keep going. This time, shoot your right leg out to the left underneath you and open your left hand up towards the sky for falling star. Your left heel will come down to touch the mat. Really press your hips up towards the sky and over to the left. Pressing into your supporting hand, engaging that shoulder. Reach, reach, reach for the stars. Plant the left hand down and leave the right foot over to the left. Nice stretch. Come back to your downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Hop, step, or jump forward. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Extend your hands up towards the heavens and fold forward over the legs. Step your right foot back, untuck the toes. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Low lunge, other side. Bend the elbows and bring your arms out to either side. Exhale, sweep the hands forward. Inhale, come back up, open the chest. Exhale, reach the arms forward. And inhale, open that little dance with your breath. You keep going at your own pace, feeling the movement flow through your body with your breath. You are the creator of your reality. What is possible for you? What is possible that you didn't believe is possible before? Beautiful. Keep going, just a few more. Plant your hands on either side of that front foot and sink deep into that front knee. And then lean back, straighten the left leg. Lean forward, sink into that hip. Lean back, straighten that leg. Doing that little dance with the front leg between bending and straightening, between opening the hip and opening the hamstring. Keep going with your own breath. Remember, you are in control in the flow of your own practice. Beautiful. This time when you go back, taking the right hand on the inside of the left foot and reaching the left hand up to the sky for a nice twist. Pressing into that supporting hand, open that chest nice and deep. And what is possible for you? And frame that front foot, sink deep towards that front foot. Reach the left hand back to grab the right foot. Nice opening, sinking those hips nice and low. Drop the stories about what you think you know. And be open to receiving. Release that back foot. Make your way to downward facing dog, lifting that left foot high to the sky. Shifting your weight to plank and tucking that knee into the elbow. And tuck and lift that left leg up, down dog, and tuck to plank. Keep going with the flow of your own breath. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend that leg high to the sky. Flowing with your breath. Using your intuition. Do you desire to make it through this routine? What do you desire to create in your life? You have the power to do it. Keep going. Now shift that left foot out to the right. Open that right hand up to the sky, falling star, other side. Really press into that left hand. Open your chest nice and wide. Can you press your hips a little closer to the ceiling? Press deep into the earth to lift up, up, up. You've got this. Plant both hands, leaving that foot over to the side. Nice stretch here. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Few deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Look forward, hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Extend your hands to the heavens. Fold forward over the legs. Relax the spine. Take a little bit of movement here. You can clasp your hands behind your tailbone and reach them up to the sky, opening your chest, opening your shoulders here, letting your head hang heavy. Release the hands. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands and step or jump back to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, deep, rejuvenating breaths in and out of the nose. Look to the top of the mat and hop, step, or jump up. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Bringing your hands to prayer. Taking a moment to focus on your desires. What do you want to create? Visualize your creation. Desire burns within you. Inhale the arms down, around, and up. Step to the long edge of your mat, bringing your feet nice and wide, and bend the knees till you come down into goddess pose. The knees just over the ankles, and take some little pulses. Bring your hands out nice and wide, kind of like a ballet second position. You can bounce back and forth slightly, moving your hands from side to side. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Then over to the other side, right hand to the right knee. Bring your arms out to other side, nice and wide, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Hands are at prayer. And stretch over to the left. Beautiful, over through center. Take your right hand to the mat, lifting your left leg up high to the sky, lifting your left hand up to the sky for half moon pose. I really should have had my block here. That's why I was struggling so much. It really helps to have a block beneath your hand because it brings a nice long line of energy from your feet to your shoulder. Really pressing into your hand and your foot, really reaching your upper hand and your upper foot up to the sky, opening the hip, opening the chest. Beautiful. Beautiful half moon. If you fall out, which is very normal in this pose, just come right back to it. No judgment. Don't waste any time thinking about what's gone wrong. Get present in your body and do what you can. You might want to play around with taking your supporting hand onto your supporting leg. No pressure. It's just an option if it's something you'd like to try. And if you'd like, you can bend the right knee, the left knee, taking a hold of it with your left hand and opening the hip. Definitely found this more challenging without a prop, so definitely use one if you need to. Release, forward folds. Take your hands to your opposite elbows and release the upper body, allowing yourself to sway back and forth. Release here. Sweep the hands down, around, and up. Come to standing. Take your feet nice and wide apart and pigeon toe the toes in. Slowly lower your chest down towards the mat, top of the head coming towards the mat, and walking your hands back towards the mat behind you. So your hands are kind of threading underneath your body. Otherwise, just keeping your hands to the mat in front of your feet if that is where you are at. And taking some gentle little rocks here if you can handle it. Take your hands out in front of your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring your head towards the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. You can kind of go back and forth doing a little dance here. Really beautiful. Bend the knees, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Take your toes out into plie. Bend the knees, coming into that goddess again, taking some little bounces here. Beautiful. Hands to prayer at the center of the chest. You are the creator of your desires. Open your arms out nice and wide. Sway back and forth, bringing fluidity and water into this practice. Reach over to the left. Beautiful. Through center and to the right. Really nice. Bring your hands to prayer. Reach over to the left. And this time, as you reach over, take your right hand to the mat, lifting your left leg high behind you, left hand up to the sky. I hope I didn't cue the same side. You'll know it's the other side. Sorry. Really lifting that top leg up towards the sky. Open the hip. Pressing into your supporting hand. Again, this is a pose that really helpful to have a block beneath your hand regardless of flexibility. It creates more space for your hips to open. Option to play around with your balance and take your bottom hand to your supporting leg. Really reaching. You can bend the top leg and take your top hand around back, pulling your ankle in to open the hip. If you fall out, come right back to it. It's not about the mistakes we make, it's about how we recover. And release, forward fold. Nice deep bend in the knees. You can take the backs of the hands to the mat so the palms of the feet are touching the palms of the hands. And gently rock back and forth for gorilla pose. Untuck the hands, bring your feet a little bit wider to touch the edges of the mat and drop that booty down for Malasana. Think of taking your hands to center and pressing your elbows into the knees to open them nice and wide. It's a great hip opener. Really lengthen the spine, extend the crown of your head up towards the sky. Gently make your way onto your back, allowing your legs to come long down the mat. allowing your arms to come long down the mat. Let your feet fall open and your hands fall open so the palms of your hands face up towards the sky, inviting in energy, being open to receive that which you desire. And taking these last few moments in your final rest to really visualize and set that intention to achieve your desires, to notice what they are. What is it that you're drawn to? You can start to bring some presence back into the body. Maybe take some stretches, roll over onto your side, and press yourself up to a seated position. Take your hands to prayer, close off the eyes, and let's really nail down this desire once more. You are rooted, you are centered. That warm, orange, flowing liquid emanates from your hips, moves throughout your body via the bloodstream. It is bringing the desires that you have through you to you. When you are filled with this desire and you stand tall in your conviction to achieve it, you are unstoppable. You are the creator of your life. And take your hands to the tops of your knees. Begin to rub the tops of your legs. Gently open the eyes. Become present to your surroundings. The light in me honors and cherishes the light within you. Namaste.